Some people are born with a natural talent that will take them to the pinnacle of their sport, but not everyone has this advantage. For athletes who may have started out as average but want to become great, it's important for them to adopt a growth mindset. And this is in order for them to build on their skills and to fulfill their potential. So in this video, I want to discuss the key advantages for athletes that possess a growth mindset. Now I want to start off and I want to ask you a question. Do you believe you're an athlete that possesses a fixed mindset or a growth mindset? A person that holds a fixed mindset believes that the cards that they've been dealt are final. They're either good at something or they're not. And no matter what they do, they can't change their ability in this area. Because the identity of an athlete with a fixed mindset relies on the perceived level of ability, suffering a loss or being beaten by their opponent, this means that they are a failure. Now, someone with a growth mindset, however, they recognize that intelligence can grow over time, skills can be learnt and sharpened, and there's always room for improvement. Being an athlete with a growth mindset gives you an advantage as you're more open and willing to learn from mistakes because you see this failure just as an opportunity to improve. And in the process of improvement, your skills are going to inevitably grow and improve as well. You see, the major factor in whether you achieve expertise is not some prior ability, but instead it is purposeful engagement. Your growth mindset is based on the belief that your skills and qualities are things that you can develop through your own efforts and experience. Now, those with a growth mindset are less likely to become discouraged when faced with difficulties or faced with adversity because they know that it's all part of the learning curve. And people who possess a growth mindset believe anything can be achieved, so long as there is hard work and perseverance. Now, this belief enables them to persevere through difficult challenges, which ultimately leads towards success. An athlete with a growth mindset always seeks out challenges. They thrive on it. The bigger the challenge they can find, the bigger the stretch that they have to make, and they see this as more opportunity for learning. Furthermore, people who have a growth mindset are also more likely to find success. And this is because they just don't give up on themselves easily, and they're always going to try their best and find a way even if they fail the first time around. Now, as a player, if you possess a fixed mindset, then it's unlikely that you're going to be open to criticism from your coaches, and you're going to perceive this feedback as being a personal attack. Now, on the other hand, if you're a player with a growth mindset, feedback is just going to be the potential for insights into what you need to improve on and how you can get better. And this is beneficial because where we realize that there is room for improvement, improvements can be made, and that's only going to further lead us towards success. Now, luckily, mindsets are just belief. They're powerful beliefs, but they are just something that is in your mind, and you can change your mind. So I want you to start thinking about what mindset you possess. Now, it's very possible that you possess a little bit of both, depending on the situation. It's very common. But when challenged, do you make excuses not to try your best and you give up? When you fail at something, or maybe you lose in a competition, do you find an excuse to pass on the blame? Do you find someone else that you can blame for that? Do you find yourself not answering questions because you're scared or you're fearful of getting it wrong and looking silly in front of people? If you've answered yes to any of these questions, then these are signs that you possess a fixed mindset. So I want you to take notice, and I want you to try and catch yourself when you have these thoughts. The next time you lose, I want you to think about what you can learn from that experience. What do you think went wrong? How can you use this as a basis for improvement? So if you're trying to teach yourself a new skill, but you can't quite get it yet, and you feel that uncomfortable feeling, and you just want to give up and go back to what you're more comfortable with, stop, recognize those feelings that you're having, and realize that it's just your fixed mindset trying to trick you and get you into somewhere you're more comfortable. So there's some things for you to consider when it comes to fixed mindset versus growth mindset. Have a think about what kind of mindset you think you possess, and I'll see you in the next video.